not new system. Lucasfilm Games are at it again, ladies and gentlemen. Massive Entertainment, who are an Ubisoft-owned and developers of division, have joined forces, pun intended, with Lucasfilm Games to develop an open-world Star Wars games. I only have 3 questions. When is it set? Can I have a lightsaber? And can I blow up things with my own Death Star? This game sees an end to EA's 10-year Star Wars exclusive deal for Star Wars projects, which was actually meant to last until 2023. EA released a tweet a few hours ago stating that they love Star Wars, are looking forward to continuing their partnership with Lucasfilm Games, stating even they are making more Star Wars games, Jedi Fallen Order 2 confirmed perhaps, and BD1 is still the cutest. Disney's Games executive Sean Shoptaw, I think that's how you pronounce it, said in the quote, EA has been and will continue to be a very important partner for us now and going forward, but we feel like there's room for others. I'll translate that for those people at the back. EA, you messed up Star Wars Battlefront 2 with your microtransaction loot box bullshit, which encouraged a play to win atmosphere. So we're taking the keys of the Death Star off you because you clearly can't be trusted. I'm joined with Graham and Rob, who are about to give me the kiss of life, as I said most of that without breathing. Lads, open world Star Wars. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm hoping it's going to be like awesome. Obviously, Knights of the Old Republic, like 1 and 2. I didn't play much of the MMO, but I'd like the whole "Are you good? Are you bad?"
Yeah,
mixed together whole thing.
Is it weird that I'm picturing Fallout but with Star Wars characters?
Yeah, because it's Ubisoft, not Bethesda.
I know it's not Bethesda, but I hope they take that route. Like you get to explore, I'm kind of thinking a combination between Fallout and Mass Effect, where you can leave the planet and you can well, that's you could do all this in Mass Effect. So I'm thinking Mass Effect really, but Star Wars.
Star Wars Mass Effect.
I kind of had the idea of like, do you remember the game O Game? It was like an internet game called O Game where you could have your own Death Stars and stuff. There has been a tweet by Massive Entertainment, who is the Ubisoft studio apparently making it, and it says, "We are super proud to share this with you all today. This is a galaxy that we love and want to do justice through a game and story that brings both lifelong and new fans on an immersive and outstanding journey that will stay with them for years." Isn't that touching?
It also coincides with the popularity of the Mandalorian as well. So maybe they can integrate some of that in there. Imagine you could be the Mandalorian, or at least his species.
I personally think it would be awesome if you could choose what you are. So,
yeah,
like you choose your class and your race in the Bethesda games, it'd be cool. It's like, I want to be light, I want to be dark, I want a lightsaber, I want a Death Star to blow up planets. I want to blow up my friends' planets. Okay, that's my dream. I want to come over to, oh, look at this, guys, come round to mine. We're gonna blow up some rival's planet. Planet Pika's going down. That's the last time.
Pika's not a PvP zone.
No, because it's not. Because it's not an exist. But this does raise some interesting questions for me. So obviously EA have come out and said, "Hey, we're gonna still make Star Wars games." This is basically ending an exclusive deal which started in 2013 and a reported 10-year exclusive with EA and Lucasfilm Games, or the Caretaker one before Disney revitalized. I can't remember what it's called. They're ending this 2 years early. That for me isn't a promising sign for EA games in terms of Star Wars.
EA's had a lot of hassle, haven't they? Especially with Battlefront, with
the loot boxes. It's a pay to win that kind of alluded towards the things. So I would very much like there to be a Fallen Jedi Order 2.
I believe there is one coming.
But it's
seen about that somewhere.
It's a real breaking of trust, really, with EA, and I just don't know what it means for them and kind of Star Wars moving forward. Because 2 years is quite a long time. It's not like like our deal comes to an end next year. Therefore, we're gonna get some more people in. I think we're gonna see a. I think I saw a tweet from someone that said, in response to EA's tweet, it was like, I look forward to seeing a pod racing game made by the Need for Speed developers.
Oh yeah, that would be cool.
Oh,
I used to
Like-
love pod racing.
Yeah, yeah. There was just that.
pimp up your pod racer.
Yeah, like this. I think it'd be awesome. I think pod racing games would actually be a really cool place.
Or what if you get an open world where you can go in cities and you actually have maybe not a pod, because that is literally pod racing, but you have a vehicle you can drive around in over the desert and stuff like that, or through a
Landscapes.
city. Yeah, GTA style.
That would be fun.
Actually,
That would be
incredible.
interesting.
So
I
how do
think-
you see this open world working? Like, what style of open world game do you think we're going to get?
Oh, now that Pika's, Graham has said
Sorry, Pika's fine.
GTA.
Sorry.
No, he said GTA. I kind of want that.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping that as well. I'm okay with the thing is with Star Wars, right? They kind of have to include the stars, so you have to have space
wars.
travel in there. So they can't just limit it to one world and make that world absolutely awesome. They have to have multiple planets, which might dilute things a little bit, in my
What
eyes.
about
Unless,
like for Lego games then? Because you got levels that are in between planets when you
yeah,
fly.
but they're
around.
restricted, aren't they? They're not really open world. You do have the open world aspect of like Lego Marvel Heroes, which is really cool, by the way. I really like that, but it's not really a proper full-on world. It's just a city you explore.
It is
yeah,
true.
so-
I think space battles are a must for me. Is there a particular area you kind of would like it to be set
Nar Shaddaa.
in? Like, are we thinking New Republic, Old Republic? Are we thinking somewhere
right.
after Episode 9, before
Pre
Episode 1?
pre Jedi's getting wiped out. I don't know what year that is, but
So,
pre Jedi getting wiped out.
Pre-Clone Wars.
Yeah, pre Clone Wars.
You're gonna want like Knights of the Old Republic 2 and stuff. That's set around the Mandalorian Wars. This is before all the like Skywalker saga and all of that.
Yeah.
In fact, I think
Yeah.
it's before Yoda.
Yeah. Do you think there's going to be any cameos from characters that we see in the films and TV shows that are up and coming?
I want Mark Hamill to do his Joker voice.
So you want
of
the,
at least 3 different characters.
So Graham wants the Joker in a Star Wars game. All right.
Yeah,
Nice.
I do. Kevin Conroy as well. Might as well just shove him in there.
You should get James L. James in as well. Christ.
Yeah, James Earl Jones.
All right. Well, we've talked about what we want. I want Spider-Man, the greatest game ever made. Hey, I got it into another subject. Get in.
In Star Wars.
In the Star Wars. Hey, they're all owned by Disney. That's more likely. That's more likely than Joker. That's all I'm saying. Well,
That's
actually,
a Joker voice. Mark Hamill's Joker voice.
Yeah, and Spider-Man's
be-
Sony. Never mind.
He could be a Yoda species for all I care, but I want him to have the Joker voice.
A Yoda species. Nice.
Do we even know what they're called? Do we know what the species? I've not watched The Mandalorian, so I don't know if they have a species name.
Oh, they
I used
do.
to have
I'm pretty sure they do. They are. I'm looking at Wikipedia. Here
Nice.
it comes.
Ooh,
Here
ooh,
it comes. It does it. Apparently, Yoda has auburn hair. I thought it was grey. He's a carnivore. He's
He's a carnivore.
he-
That explains it.
he's green. He's green.
Carnivolia.
He's green. It doesn't. Where does it?
I-
It's not telling
I don't
me.
think there's a lot of information about Yoda and Yoda species that a lot of people don't know, which is why Mandalorian is like kind of filling in those gaps. But as I say, I've not seen Mandalorian, so I don't know if anything's been revealed regarding that.
Missing out. Mandalorian's also. I don't know what species Yoda is, and it's really stressing me out. That's what people can leave. It's what
Right,
people
so-
can leave in the comments.
Jedi Master Yoda was the best known member of a species whose true name is not recorded.
Oh, there you go.
Known in some sources simply as Yoda's species.
Yoda's.
They're,
Well, that's what.
they're Smogsians. That's their name now. Smogsians. Don't know where I got it from. Just came to the top of my head.
Yeah.
Smogsians.
Okay, quick fire questions for you both. Okay, because there's many ways this game could go, and this is just a reaction video. We'll probably talk about this more in future. We're not going to ramble on for 45 minutes or anything like a traditional Thumbcast. So I can see this going one of two ways. I think it's either going to be very similar to what you see in No Man's Sky, where it's online multiplayer. You can play with your friends. It's set not in any Star Wars era that we know, and it's the making of a story. So they're going to do what Hogwarts Legacy are doing, back in time, forward in time, whatever. I can envision some interplanetary trading with trade routes.
Yeah, that would be nice. That's
Perhaps.
a scrap plan.
Yeah, that's right.
And talking Star Trek Online as well.
Yeah.
No, that game's rubbish.
Well, I don't like it either. A lot
Wow.
of people do, but that's kind of where it's like you pick your species and it's just set. I don't know when it's set, but you do what you want basically.
Did you just bring up a Star Trek comment in the Star Wars video?
In the Star Wars video.
Yeah, man, intertwining.
Wow.
Intertwining.
You're not allowed to like both.
Every dislike that this video gets directed straight
because of
at
You're not allowed to like both. Yeah, you are.
No, you're not.
Oh man, yeah, but yeah, I brought up Star Trek
See,
in
I'm
the
re-
Star Wars video.
So, question one.
Yeah.
Does it have to be a multiplayer game to be successful, in your opinion?
Yes.
No.
Explain. Rob, why? Yes.
We've got enough single player games, like with Force Unleashed and the what's it called? I'm playing it now. I don't know what it's called. Fallen Order.
Jedi Fallen Order, yeah.
So we've got the single player aspect. So I
Yep.
think being able to run around with your friends as well, as like say you all just come out of Jedi Training Academy. Nice. Yeah, it'd be fun to go and like explore the lands and go on missions together, opposed to always doing it single player. I think it's got too much success that it can have as a multiplayer.
Yep. And Graham, why do you say no?
So I say no, but I don't. I would like it to be multiplayer, but I don't think it has to be multiplayer to be successful. There's a lot of open world games that aren't multiplayer that are successful. Again, Fallout, Oblivion, Skyrim, they're all brilliant games. Fantastic games. People want them to be online, sure, and there is the Elder Scrolls Online, but people still go back to Skyrim more often than not and play that over Elder Scrolls Online. Not everyone, but I just say it doesn't have to be multiplayer to be successful. I would like it to be multiplayer though.
I kind of agree with both of you. I don't think it has to be multiplayer, but I think it should be multiplayer.
Oh yeah, definitely should be.
So should the Lego games. Just gotta get that out there. Gotta get it out there. Should we be able to build our own Death Star?
Does it have to be a Death Star? Because
All right,
that's a lot of work.
Well, I think we have to build a Death Star. I think we should be able to build our Death Star. I want a Death Star.
I think you should have a choice. You could build a Death Star, or you could build the equivalent that the Rebels have, or maybe they don't have yet. Well, they definitely don't have anything at the equivalent of a Death Star, but maybe in this game they will. Who knows?
Maybe they will, and that leads nicely. Nice little forcing through a little segue there. Good and bad choices. Good or bad? Well, good and bad choices. I think should be in it. Do you agree? Disagree?
Absolutely. That's why I want it like Knights of the Old Republic.
Yeah. So you
always brings a bit of replayability, doesn't it? Karma choices.
And that's what the tweet from Massive Entertainment says. Bring lifelong and new fans on an immersive and exciting journey that will stay with them for years. That screams replayability to me, if it wins. And the final thing really is, before we kind of go off on a massive tangent, is when do you think we're going to see it? So technically, I think Massive Entertainment's next game is the delayed Avatar game, which was meant to be released at the end of 2018. There's still no actual release date for that. So do we think it's going to be 2023, 24 that we're going to see this? Or do we think it's going to come out before the Avatar game? Because I can't for the life of me remember when Avatar 2, the film, is meant to be coming out, because that's when the game was going to be released. Avatar 2 is coming out in 2022. So I still think this game could be a few years off yet. I think we might have to wait a while.
I would rather they took their time with it.
So I imagine they're going to have separate teams working on separate projects.
Yeah, it's what they do now.
I'm all for them taking their time. Bring it out in 2024, 2025, as long as they spend the time to make a good game. There's nothing worse than a game has been released and it's not finished, and there's stuff they want to add in, and then you've got
EA.
update after update after update after update. And that's good for like content creators because then they can do videos on it. But still, I want a decent product coming out the gate.
Yeah, I think we might see it. I think we might see it sooner than 2024. I really do. I think it's likely because obviously yesterday they announced the Indiana Jones game. Go check. I should have said this right at the beginning of the video. Go and check that video out that me and Rob did yesterday about the Indiana Jones trailer. I think we will see Indiana Jones game before we see Star Wars, but the two separate companies that are making them, Lucasfilms are just Lucas Arts for Lucasfilms Games. I think is the official title.
Yeah,
They're partners in both of them, so who knows? But I'm very excited.
Are making a comeback, aren't they?
Yeah, Disney just revitalized them. So, and Disney have no problem breaking contracts with EA because imagine EA, we're going to sue you for breaking our contract. Really? How much do you want?
We'll buy you out.
100 million. That's peeing money. There you go.
So the next announcement will be Disney buys EA Games. First move to cancel microtransactions.
Smartest video.
42 Disney own the world.
Yeah, I wish. As long as they employ me. But I think this is worrying times for EA. I think a lot of people are losing a lot of trust in EA. So I think they have cause to be concerned. And this is just another nail in the EA coffin, in my opinion. I don't know if you share that. Maybe that's another topic we should be discussing. Is the downfall of EA? It's like we'll make it dramatic, but I don't know. I think we have flogged this horse, this metaphorical horse, for as much as we can get it for now.
Yep.
Let's have a discussion in the comments down below. If we see some cool suggestions, and the more we find out about this game, Indiana Jones, Spider-Man 2, definitely, and all the other games that have been released, then we will try and bring this news hot off the press, even though it's about 5 hours old. 5 hours old, because we have to eat. Stop announcing things at tea time, please.
Yes.
Please. As always, it's been a pleasure to present this video to you. Hit a like, subscribe, check out our other videos, and hopefully we'll see you in another video very, very soon. Regular uploads on Wednesdays and Sundays. Follow us on Twitter. Subscribe. Like. I'm rambling. Graham, save me.
Have a nice one, guys, and as always, thanks for watching.
Yeah, you see, that's why he's professional.